Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Arjun and today we're going to be going through how you can give your large language model access to the internet. But not only access to the internet where they can scrape the data, but where they can physically click on websites and open new tabs and actually, like a human, go through the web. Stick around, I'll show you how to install it now. Right, there's a few prerequisites before we begin. Make sure you have Python installed. I'd also recommend installing VS Code and Anaconda. You can use terminal for everything that I do within VS Code, and you can use other methods to create your virtual environment. So once you've got that all done, let's create a new folder somewhere on your PC and open it up in VS Code. Right, the first thing I like to do when I start a project is create a virtual environment. Now, if you look at the GitHub repository, they say the same thing, but they recommend you use UV to create your virtual environment. I'm using Anaconda. It's up to you, to be honest. If you want to use UV, there's plenty of installation guides on the web. Look it up. It's fairly straightforward. Right, so let's create our Conda environment. Conda. And remember to specify your Python version. It has to be 3.11 or higher. Awesome, then just activate your virtual environment if you're using Anaconda. If you're using UV, it'll be slightly different. Great, now we know we're in YouTube browser. Fantastic. Right, now it's time to clone the repo. So if you just copy this first line here, go back to VS Code, paste it into your command line, and we're there. The next thing you need to do is install the requirements. And this is all the packages, and this is why we create a virtual environment, is to ensure that all the packages which you install are just within that particular project. So if you're using UV, you'd use UV pip install requirements, but because I'm in a Conda environment, I can just do pip install requirements. Paste that in. Beautiful. Now I'll just let that do its thing. Perfect. This is all installed. Now the next thing is, I believe, install Playwright. And it is indeed. There it is. All right then. It seems like we are ready to start the Streamlit application. Making sure that you have your environment active, you can now start the Streamlit front end. Copy this line, paste it into your terminal, hit enter, and voila. If you click Control, or if you're on Mac, Command, and then you click on the link, it should open up your browser. Now you have the UI where all the magic happens. Right, to get your API key, you can just create a new one. I'm going to call it the one. I don't know. Select a project, default project. Don't make any restrictions on it. Create secret key. Fantastic. I'm going to delete this key straight after this video is made, so yeah, don't try to steal it. So now you've got your API key. You want to go to the LLM configuration page. Select OpenAI. Select the model you want to use. I'd suggest using GPT-4o, but play around, see what works best for you. And just paste your key right here. Now you're ready to begin. So let's say go to BBC and find out the latest, find out today's breaking news headlines. Also go to ITV News. Right, let's run the agent and let's see what happens. All right, you can see here it's opened up bbc.co.uk/news. If you open up VS Code again, you can actually see its kind of thought process and the function that's carrying out. Like you'll see here, step 1, step 2, successfully open BBC News page. What is extracted? Right, so you saw there, it also opened up ITV. So let's check out the results. Well, breaking news headlines from BBC, and then there's headlines from ITV News. I mean, for something that you haven't paid for, that's open source, and it basically does what Operator does, which costs £200 a month. The results aren't bad, and they're only going to get better. This is an open source project. All you're paying for is the tokens that, you're using on the API. This is absolutely mind-blowing, and in some ways, I find it kind of scary, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like things like this, there'll be plenty more coming up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.